Hello, thank you for coming. It's uncanny how such a small island has had such a big impact on the world. Jamaica is known worldwide for its reggae music. Have you ever wondered what the words to your favorite Bob Marley song meant? You don't have to Google search or have friends from Jamaica to understand how they communicate. Jamaica has developed its own unique dialogue that brings a cultural diversity to generations past and future. I would like to share with you what I have learned from my research about the Jamaican communication. In my presentation today, I will provide a history of the language, insight into communication at home, and common nonverbal cues. With a mix of African heritage and European influence, a new language was created. Creole of Jamaica reflects the culture. On the Debate Central website, a nonprofit site made to support anyone interested in learning about debating, I found this article, The Historical and Cultural Aspects of Jamaican Patois, last updated December 2009. In 1494, Christopher Columbus arrives, greeted by Taino Indians. But by the time British take over in 1655, almost all the Tainos were wiped out. And although very few British arrived, they did bring with them a vast amount of slaves. These slaves began to learn Pidgin. Pidgin is two languages combined together, in this case, English and African, creating Creole. Now that I've given you the short lesson of the language that was created, let me tell you how the culture uses communication in their daily lives. Although the official language of Jamaica is English, most of the population speak Patois. On the Debate Central website, I found the article, The Historical and Cultural Aspects of Jamaican Patois, last updated December 2009. English is mainly used for business, work, and religion, and can be considered an indicator of social class. While Patois, coming from the French origin meaning rough speech, is used at home and in social interactions to tell stories and sing songs. At age 6, children go to school where they are taught exclusively in English. But after you finish grade school, if you don't have the money to continue your studies, most children go back to speaking Patois. In an article, How the Language of Jamaica Became Mainstream, found on the fader.com website, a magazine based in New York that covers music, style, culture, written by Eternity Martis on September 1st, 2016. There are major debates about making Patois an official language of Jamaica. It's been around for a long time. It says activists and cult scholars are trying to reclaim Patois because it's been rooted in trauma and resistance. So they want to reclaim it by calling it Jamaican. Now that you're aware of those different perceptions of the languages of Jamaica, let's just talk about some nonverbal and communication gestures. Jamaicans, commonly identified as outspoken, use their eye movement, hand gestures, and even sounds to communicate. On the Culture Crossing Guide website, a community-built resource for cross-culture etiquette and understanding, I found the article Jamaica, Culture, Customs, and Etiquette, and accessed on April 7th, 2020. When greeting each other, women greet with a kiss on the cheek, and men shake hands. The personal space. Jamaicans like about an arm's length distance between another person, unless you're friends or family, which would allow closer. Eye contact. They prefer direct eye contact and see it as a sign of respect. If you can't look them in the eye, they feel there's something suspicious going on. I found an article, Nonverbal Communication in Jamaica, on Prezi.com, written by Brianna Woodman, that was updated March 2015. In the touch, women are known to hug more than men, while men shake hands and slightly touching the elbow or the shoulder. Gestures in casual situations, men will lightly touch closed fists or give you a thumbs up to show their approval. Voice. Jamaicans tend to speak very quickly and are quite animated, love laughter and being happy. Soon come is a favorite saying, but keep in mind, it could mean 10 minutes or 2 weeks. As I conclude my presentation, I'd like to say thank you for giving me your undivided attention. I talked about the history of the language, informal and formal conversation, and common nonverbal gestures. Now that we've learned of the cultural importance that the patois language symbolizes for the Jamaican people, we can appreciate not only for their music, but for their culture as well. Thank you for having me.